Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Friendsim 2. Let's get right back into the Revolution Act now, shall we? Are they alright? What happened? What is happening right now?
They hit their head. It'll be fine.
The world around you feels soft? Fuzzy? Everything is fuzzy as you slowly gain consciousness. You notice that you're still in the van, but it seems to be moving a lot slower than before. Your head hurts.
You're fine.
She turns away from you as you turn to Tagore, who's sitting on the floor of the van, visibly shaking.
Are you okay?
Her voice is much softer when she speaks to him. Tagore nods slowly.
I'll be okay.
None of the usual bluster he speaks with. You recognize the signs of shock from your own numerous experiences with it.
We're out now, right? They're gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
Tagore nods quickly and looks over at you, his eyes drooping.
I'll be okay.
You notice that Polly paused, reaching out and placing her fingers on his outstretched palm. Tagore wraps his fingers onto her hands and nods.
Thanks. I just need to regain my composure after that shameful display of our enemy's cowardice.
He smiles. It looks forced, but it's there. And Polly nods.
Yeah. Hey, Malik, what the fuck happened back there?
Malik doesn't answer right away, and when he does, you can hear the desperation in his voice.
I don't know. I'm trying to get in touch with Tetrarch now, but he isn't answering the fucking palm husk.
He set us up, didn't he?
That isn't good.
No, I don't think so. He wouldn't do that to us. He is one of the most wanted criminals in the Empire.
So maybe he turned, got himself a sweet deal, sold us out.
You don't want to interrupt, but you kind of don't think that's how it works. It takes you a long time to get back to the abandoned office building, and you have a feeling that Malik is intentionally taking as many turns as possible to avoid surveillance. Finally, he pulls the van into a side alley that dips down into the space between the building and the one next to it, hiding anyone within from view. So, that didn't go great.
No fucking shit.
She turns to Malik and glares, staring directly at him.
This is your fault. You know that, right?
What are you talking about? What did I do?
You got so focused on the tiny details that you lost sight of the bigger picture.
When one focuses only on the forest, the trees tend to eat him alive.
Wait, no, that's not how the saying goes.
It is. On Alternia.
You should know better. We can't trust anyone outside of our circle.
She looks very specifically at you when she says it.
Can't trust anyone.
Without another word, Polypod turns and walks into the side door that leads into the office building. Tagore glances at you and his face apologetic before he turns to follow. Now it's just you and Malik hanging out in the alleyway next to the bullet-detoned van.
I don't understand how any of this happened. Everything he told us was always dead on.
You assume he's talking about the Tetrarch, their contract? Malik nods, nervously tapping away his palm husk.
Yes, he is someone with military contacts, I think.
Nervous shrug, and Malik keeps staring at his palm husk. You know Tetrarch is probably too many letters for a troll name, and figuring out who he really is wasn't too hard. Once it came out that he's tied with Zephyros, you could easily make the connection.
He tried to stay anonymous. Said it was for the best if we didn't know his real name. Probably shouldn't have used his real name for his fucking band. Damn it and the Grubbles. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, you think that maybe Damek should have definitely not been so open about everything given his involvement with rebels. At least Zephyros was smart enough to go into hiding, sort of.
Yeah, Zeph got drunk one time and told us about his ex-Moirail. And it wasn't too hard for us to put things together. So, if we could figure it out, I'm sure that the Legis Corpus could too. We've always tried to keep operational security, but...
But? Malik is staring down at his palm husk, his eyes unblinking.
Damek. He's dead.
The palm husk slides out of his palm The palm husk slides out of Malik's hand and hits the pavement with a soft crunch.
Tetrarch.
Hey, is he gonna be okay? Malik shuffles over to the same doorway that Polypod and Tagore went through the little while earlier.
Do whatever you want.
No, Merrick. Feeling feeling way around this whole cheer thing gonna be bounced for Benzie. I feel after talks to some folk. Legislators should just eliminate the rebel leader, not only Tetrarch, all glory to your peers and condescendants and the Legiscorpus agents of our brave left hand. Maverick and Malik, no! Malik fades into the shadows of the building, and you stand there in the empty alleyway looking after him, wondering what the heck they're going to do now. Carefully, you pick up the broken palm husk up from the ground and walk into the office building after Malik. As you're about to turn the corner into the main floor of the rebel hideout, you stop. You can hear voices from around the corner.
I'm serious. I'm fine. A warrior never lets setbacks defeat him.
Paul laughed. She sounds so much more comfortable than she did around
Sure, as long as you're okay. Been a long fucking day.
It has indeed. But what about you?
What about me? I'm fine. You know I'm fine.
I don't mean about what just happened. I mean about you and your other, Moirail?
Ex-Moirail, more like. I don't want to talk about them. Fucking abandoned us.
It seems to me that there's something else going on. Don't you think it was extremely strange that we could never find any trace of them for so long? That doesn't strike you as a little bit odd?
Don't interrupt them. Okay, so they're obviously talking about you, and you just think that maybe it'd be a good idea to just let them keep doing that. You leave them up against the wall, tucked out of sight, and wait.
I know it hurts. I know that it feels like you were betrayed and you can't ever come back from that, but it's not going to feel that way forever. You can move on, even if you don't end up feeling the same way you used to.
There's a long pause, an uncomfortable period of silence that feels like it should really be filled up with something.
Why don't I give you some time to consider my words? I have other matters to attend to in the meantime.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Tagiri, sorry for being such a bitch.
She laughs in a way that feels a little bit nervous, a little bit needy. You sneak a quick look around the corner to see Tagore embracing her. We haven't really seen the sign of either one of them. Not really. Bits and pieces of it. The time you and Polya hung out in that movie theater watching anime together to Tagure's place. But there's so much life in them, in between then and now, and you constantly shock at just how much that matters.
It's fine. You're not a bitch to anyone who doesn't deserve it.
Tagore walks around the corner and sees you standing there, because of course he does. But he just gives you a curt nod.
They say that a wise man takes advantage of the opportunities presented to him. Or a wise... whatever you are, for that matter. If you value your relationship with Palipa, I would suggest you heed these words.
You walk into the main room slowly. As soon as you're around the corner, Polypaw turns to face you.
Figured it was you. Who else would be snooping around like this?
She lets out a long sigh and her shoulders slump.
You know what? Fuck it. Tagiri seems to think you've got a reason for leaving. So I'll give you one chance to explain yourself.
She doesn't sound nearly as angry as before. Okay, you're gonna tell her some stuff that's gonna sound a little bit crazy.
Crazy I can deal with. It's dishonest I can't stand.
You explained that you were out in a field near Alcala when it happened. You found something that had been buried and been dug up. You think it was some kind of portal or something. When you fell into it, it took you to the Green Moon. Polypaw glares at you.
I told you, I don't like dishonest. No one goes to the Green Moon. Even getting close is suicide.
Well, you definitely did. You even ran into the man who's in charge up there.
What the fuck?
Seriously, you're not making this up. It's the doctor you think named Scratch. Someone with incredible powers. It turns out he has had quite the role in influencing Alternia. I'm not sure why you don't tell more people this, probably on account of it's completely unbelievable.
Well, you're right about that. It is pretty hard to believe. It doesn't matter.
She says with a heavy sigh and settles back.
I guess I don't think you didn't have a reason. It was just easier after everything. Easier to tell myself you just didn't care.
Well, that's just not true. You know that leaving the way you did sucked, and you wish you'd come back sooner. It's a really long story, and you meant to come back a few days after you left, but things haven't been working out the way you expected.
Fuck. Tell me about it. I know all about things not working out.
It sounds like there's a story behind that. You cautiously ask her what she means by that. Polly groans.
You know Tagiri was going to be a legislacerator, right?
You weren't sure specifically, but you did think that he might be in possibility.
Well, he went through Ascension. I didn't.
Is that because she lost her Lucis? Because she would be called? Polly shrugs.
I don't know. Just didn't want to go through with it. Didn't want to be in the army.
So what did she end up doing instead?
Same thing as before. Took jobs to get by. Lived in a low-blood hive stem. It was a nice place. Was. A lot of rebel sympathizers. But?
Polly gritting her teeth now.
Fucking legislacerators.
Oh no.
I was out. On a job. Came back and saw what they did. Fucking killed everyone. For handing out concert flyers.
She's clenching and clenching her fist. Her face set. This feels like something that's long been since moved from grief and into anger, into fury.
I was moving through what they left and I found someone. One survivor.
You think you know where this is going?
Tagiri was there, hiding in a space under the stairs, holding that blunt sword. So I found out what happened from him.
Tagiri was there when Polly's hive sim was raided. She looks at you, haunted eyes that won't stop staring. Why won't she stop looking at you like that?
Tagiri was with the legislacerators, who raided my hive stem.
Oh, crap. That's... okay, that's a lot worse than what you imagined.
Yeah, not that he could do anything. Didn't even have a weapon to stop them.
Abruptly, Polly crosses her arms and starts to walk out of the room.
I need to go talk to him. I'm still pissed at you. Maybe you had your reasons for leaving. Maybe not. Doesn't fucking matter.
With that, she's gone without another word. You're not sure what to do. It feels like it would be wrong to get in between what's going on with Polly and Tagiri. Maybe you should check in on Malik? You know, that sounds like a really good idea. I'll check in on Malik. Stop getting you help me out here, DM. Why you tagging me here? When you respond to my DM. Kinda going through a lot. Give me a minute, I'll call you. You arrive at Malik's control room to find him on the middle of a very loud conversation on his computer with scissors. Even though listening in on the conversation may be a 10-15% success rate to you, you decide to sit there for a minute and listen anyways. Old habits die hard and all that.
You can't just leave us out to dry like this. It's not fair.
Malik, I'm not in the Legis Corpus anymore. We're in the same position you are, even if we're in the same rebellion. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Something. Do something. They were waiting for us, Tiz. They knew what was happening. They killed the Tetrarch. You saw, right?
You can hear the sigh even over the video call.
I know. I saw the alert.
So, help us. Look, you know I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. You know I wouldn't do that to you. I can't. Look, it's important. Just trust me that it's important.
This time, Tizra doesn't make a sound. You can feel the pause in the middle of the dead air, and there's something worse about that than anything she could possibly say.
I can't wipe the paper trail. You know this is something they're gonna keep out of the library, right? This is bad, Malik. This is Central Registry bad. Off-site records bad. The best you can do is to get into the systems and, do your thing.
Malik doesn't answer right away. You can practically hear the sound of his thoughts grinding to a stop.
What is it? What's wrong?
I can't.
What?
I had root access to the drone registry, but it got revoked right after the Tetrarch was killed. Which means someone found the hack and patched the exploit I was relying on. Which means we're locked out.
Then it hits you all at once, like a slow motion punch to the guts. This is the first time he's ever been in this position. Maybe they're running this kind of by a seat of the pants, but they're used to at least succeeding, at least surviving.
Even if I was still on the inside, what could I do? Something this big? This much heat? It's not gonna go away with a couple modifications to a database record. I'm sorry, I need to go.
Wait, Tizius, please.
You can hear the chime of the video call ending, which you take as a cue to tactfully knock on the door frame. Malik looks up at you.
I guess you heard at least some of that, didn't you?
There's some interesting screens up on it. You don't feel like you've had much gain from dishonesty here, so you nod. Malik sighs and stands up, stretching his legs with a light pop. You walk up and hand him the palm husk that he dropped earlier in the alleyway. He takes the device and glances down at the cracked screen, frowning.
Thanks. I guess I should apologize. I'm the one who brought you into this. Probably isn't what you were expecting when you came back, huh?
Honestly, none of this is what you're expecting. Malik nods grimly.
That is fair. I don't know how much of that you heard, but it's looking like we're on our own.
This is probably a good time to mention this as any, but, well, you think that maybe isn't strictly true. Malik eyes you suspiciously, cautiously.
What do you mean? You know what? No. I can't make this decision for anyone else. We need to talk to the
I
others.
didn't even get to make a choice. I'm glad that you're realistic. You walk up onto the office phone and wait for the others to show up. Once more, the shining lights of the city entice you from below. Can't help but wonder how many of those lights will wink out tonight, or tomorrow, or the days after. Lost to ascension, killed by Legis Corpus, or the drones, victims of the Empire.
Hey, you. We need to talk real quick.
You look up to see Polly Paw standing there, her arms crossed, and a serious look on her face.
I was talking to Tagiri. I think maybe I was being too hard on you. I know you had your reasons. Don't understand exactly, but I know. I should at least respect that.
So this mean you're Morales again? Polly Paw glares and shakes her head.
No, I can't do that. It's too much. Don't take it personally. Trust isn't cheap.
Before you can formulate a response to this, Malik and Tagiri walk around the corner, already in the middle of a conversation.
What do you mean she can't help us anymore?
I mean, she is out. She and her mate split both.
This is a major setback for our operations.
I know that, but look, the alien might have some ideas.
The alien is a wonderful person to discuss the finer points of animated storytelling with, but forgive me if I don't exactly trust their tactical judgment.
It hurts a little bit to hear Tagiri talking about you like that.
I won't apologize for being honest. You have many strengths, but that is not one of them.
Look, never mind. We have bigger problems.
Like how Tizius can't cover them for them anymore?
Yes, but not just that. You've all seen it.
The other two shift nervously. They know that what Malik's about to say.
It's getting harder and harder to avoid the Empire. Our allies are being picked off. Y'all remember that Violet who was super into low blood rights? She was actually starting to say some stuff that sounded promising, making some headway. Then she's just gone. She had her profile deactivated a few cycles ago. No one's heard from her.
But wait a minute, don't they still have other contacts? People like Tezra and Selsa? People willing to put their lives on the line for the sake of fighting against the Empire?
Sure, but for how much longer? How much longer before they disappear too? It's a losing game. How long until we make a wrong move? It almost happened today. So, if you know of a better way, we're listening.
You can help them keep fighting. You really respect what they're doing here, fighting for the Empire and all that. You don't want them to stop fighting and fighting the good fights, but it's only clearly getting out of hand. Having lost the majority ally and only narrowly escaped from the Legislative leaders, that has to have hurt them. Polly paused, glaring at you, her gaze hard and unwavering.
The hell do you know? What do you know? About our struggle? About what we've been through? What's your big plan? What resources, what plan, what connections do you have?
You know people. In spite of everything, you managed to get in touch with a whole bunch of the rebels.
I mean, a lot of that was through us.
Shut up, Malik. I don't need you to back me up.
She stabs a finger out at you. You weren't really intending for this to turn into a whole thing. That just thought maybe you could help them out.
What makes you think we need your help?
Philippa, it's okay.
Tagore steps forward and puts a hand on Palipa's shoulder, holding her steady. You can see the tension go out of her.
It's not okay. It hasn't been okay for a long time.
Come on, let's go talk about it.
Gently, Tagore guides Palipa out of the room, and she lets him without any resistance, and you're alone with Malik again.
I figured this was coming eventually.
Why does he say that?
I never thought that anyone would convince Stelsa to join the revolution. That is very impressive, my friend.
You weren't really necessarily expecting her to be on board with her mate spread it was about, but, well, sometimes people change.
True. And sometimes they don't.
Like Palipa and Tagore? Malik nods. You're just trying to do what's right.
Something that is hard to figure out sometimes. We all want to do the right thing, but what is the right thing?
You're pretty sure trying to dismantle the Empire is? Just a wild guess. Malik grins at you and slaps you on the back, good-naturedly.
Fair enough, Robo-Buddy.
Hey, look, we talked.
Palipa takes a deep breath and looks over to Tagore, who nods reassuringly.
You want to help? We've got an idea.
Okay, you're down to whatever they got to offer.
The Fleet Armory.
Okay, that's definitely a thing that exists. So what's her offer?
That's it, dumbass. We're going to raid the Fleet Armory.
Wait, what? You can't be serious. The Fleet Armory is one of the most heavily defended locations around.
It is, but we know that they're changing out their personnel over the next few cycles. We have an opening.
What's our other option? Waiting and hiding? Hoping that the Legislacerators don't find us?
I mean, they're not wrong.
There's one problem with this. It's one thing to have the guards rotating out, but the armory itself is secured with a redundant security system that uses parallel servers to make sure it's always online. I can hack either one, no problem. But if I take one down, then the other snaps into place, and it's impossible to deactivate the security system. Only way to do this would be if there's someone else who can hack it at the same time.
Can't believe you're about to do this, but you raise your hand. You're helpful, you can help. Malik eyes you skeptically.
I don't know, buddy. You're great and all.
Well, thanks. Oh wait, that's another one of those but sentences, isn't it?
I could teach you the basics before we go, but it's gonna be a lot of pressure. You think you can handle it?
Well, you defended your friends on trial, infiltrated Legiscorpolis flagship, survived the army, investigated a Roman communications relay, played in really tense game of Troll D&D, played Osprey to 3 Jade Blood, negotiated the Tanian entertainment industry, and faced off against pro-imperial propaganda. So this is all amazing.
I suggest that we put it to a vote. All 4 of us make this decision together. All in favor of ignoring this opportunity, hoping desperately that the same forces that came for the Tetrarch don't find us.
No one raises their hand, not even Malik.
All in favor of proceeding with the next phase in our campaign against the Empire, the raid on the Fleet Armory. A plan, I should add, which is perhaps the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
Paul's hands goes up right away, followed immediately by Tagore's. Malik slowly raises his hand next. Finally, everyone's looking at you, and you know there's really only one choice now. Raise your hand. Paul's face breaks out in a genuine smile for the first time since he got here.
At least you still got some sense.
Then it's decided. We'll once more strike at the heart of our foe.
Paul leans over against Tagore's shoulder and elbows him in the ribs.
Stop being such a dork. We got stuff to do.
Okay, just you and me. You sure you want to do this?
Yeah, besides, it doesn't really seem like you have really much other choice, right? Malik shrugs.
Good point. Come on, let's go.
Back in the control room, Malik pulls out the chair and sits you down in front of the keyboard and one of the screens.
So, stupid question, but have you used a computer before?
Of course you use a computer. Why, there's a really good chance of using a computer right now.
Okay, that is a really weird thing to say.
I mean, not really. Don't worry about it.
If you want to help out here, you'll need to follow my instructions. This isn't the first time we've thought about hitting this target. I've already built a package to deploy against their security, but I need you to help.
Of course, you got this. You'll quickly start hammering away at the keyboard, hearing the quick tap 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 of the keys as you do computer stuff.
Well, it would help to turn the computer on first.
Oh, right.
I've botted you into a training interface so you can play around without fucking anything up.
Okay. Welcome to Malik out of a super secret training interface. Enter command or type help for help.
Just remember that when this is real, fucking anything up means that we all get killed.
No pressure, right?
I never said that there wouldn't be pressure. Pretty sure I was clear about that. So, this is the terminal. This is how you're gonna do everything. If you ever forget the basic interface commands, just type in help.
Okay, sounds great. How do you hack the place?
Maybe we'll start a little bit smaller than that. You've got to connect to the fleet network.
Okay, that sounds easy enough, supposedly. I mean, it doesn't sound too hard.
Type in list-n to list the networks.
Okay, list-n.
Cool. Now you need to connect to the secure network.
Okay.
Type in connect.
Connect dash. What was it? Connect dash secure network. Connect dash. Oh, wait. Just connect and secure network. Okay, there's also the secret achievement of. Wait, okay, story beats. I think it's. Nope. And delete. I think it's give me a sec. I'm actually gonna look this up because I want to get this. Give me a sec. I'm looking this up. Okay, I'm just looking up how to get, because it's the secret achievements is with this. It's specifically doing this here, and darn. Okay, I can't find it. So it's connect and secure network.
Oh shit.
Shit, why is it working?
I forgot to tell you about the encryption system. You need to enable the right encryption to pair with the network. So, type in encryption-L to list the encryption protocols you have in your key list.
Okay, encryption-L. Actually, help. Okay, so yeah, there's clear. Okay. So it's. So he specifically said encryption L. Encryption L. L.
Nice. Now, you just need to type encryption-S secure AES 256-4 to set the encryption.
Encryption S secure AES 256-4.
Okay. Now you can get onto the secure network. Just use the same command as before. You can even hit the up and down arrows to scroll through your recent commands.
So it'd be encrypt So it'd be, what was, okay, so granted I'd have to look back up. So, connect and secure network. Connect and secure network. Secure network. Wait. Connect and dash and secure.
I built some backdoors in there over the sweeps, so just type list-I to get a list of all the IP addresses on the network.
Let's see. List-I.
Nice! Now let's connect to the network gateway. Type connect-I and the IP address.
List-I 6.3.13.1. Error has occurred. I will ignore so what did he say? Connect I dash I 6.2.13.1. I'm gonna quickly put this in bug reports. So the game developers know, cause hacking tutorial. ID. E6.213. There you go, just so that they're aware of the bug. Connect. So it's specifically connect-I. So is it connect? So it's connect-I. Oh, I did 6 point. Oh. Connect point 3.13.1. You notice that this kind of looks like you're not actually able to do anything. This seems like it'll affect the plan a little.
You can't just log onto the fleet network, so I built a little tool for you to get in. Go ahead and type netmole while you're connected to that network.
Netmole.
Cool, you got this. Actually, do you want to write this down? It's important.
Write things down. You have a mind like a steel trap, incapable of forgetting a single detail of all the little details you could forget.
Okay, well, maybe you should write it down somewhere, is all I'm saying.
I'm gonna write this down because I know I'm going to forget. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt. So, okay, let me scroll back up. So, okay, so. For commands, so list -n, so encryption L, so L, then connect -n name of place. Secure network. Just make a little note that might be secure network. Oh yeah, then there's also got a little star here. So encryption -s name of security is encryption. Secure ASEAS256-4 maybe. Okay. Let's see, recent things, list I. List -I connect -I IP address. Netmol.
Shit, I'm going to write it down. So, just type in this code.
Malik hands you slip of paper with F3BUHX XWBR. So free bro X rebree written on it. So you should probably try the whole network most C thing again while using this code to configure the string. So -C. So you can do computers. You can do computers so good. Code. So let's see. So netmol -C space F3BUH XWBR3. Wait, Commander? Malik blushes.
A guy can puff himself up just a little bit, right? You get it.
Sure, fantasies never hurt anyone. Wait, why is Malik blushing even more now?
Anyway, there's some other stuff we'll need to do. But poke around for a little bit with the terminal commands. Just type quit when you're ready to learn about the deployment package, okay?
You definitely tried some different commands just to get the feel of things. Probably wasn't a bad idea to try that help command in case there's anything useful for Malik to try and help mention. Disconnect. CD -H disconnect. Help. Oh, maybe it's disconnect -H. Disconnect from the current network, disconnect from the current device. Okay, CD-H. Subdevice. Escape H. Escape exit hacking set successfully unlocks in story mode. Only difficulty. Out. DRH. That clears everything. I really want to figure out how to get this secret achievement. The spoil free chat. No spoiler chat. I don't know. I can just quit, I guess. You're about to let Malik know that you feel like you're comfortable enough moving to the next part of the process when Tagore comes running into the room, his eyes frantic.
We need to get out of here!
We're not even close to ready yet.
Not surprising, honestly.
No, we're leaving. Palipa was checking local radio traffic and we picked up a series of encoded burst transmissions. We can't decode them, but you know what this means.
Yeah, not surprising. Malik's face grows pale and starts rushing to each of the computers and entering a quick series of keystrokes. What? What does it mean?
It means they're about to raid something nearby.
It can't be a coincidence. Judging by the volume of transmissions, this isn't just a small-scale operation.
Get down to the van. I'll be there in just a second.
Tagore doesn't move.
We're staying together on this one. One reed bends and breaks. A bundle of reeds is strong.
Okay. I just need to trip the failsafe and then we can go.
Malik grabs a small laptop, desktop, and then walks over to the nearby closet, opens it up, and pulls the switch down. In a second, you can smell the ozone scent of burning electrical wire.
Done. That's all the data cores. Fuck. That is a sweep of work gone.
They have a backup or something, right? They're not gonna have to start over completely?
I've got backups of the important stuff in the van and on this housetop. It's fine. Work can be redone. Better that than having them track down everyone we're working with.
That is very much true. The walk down to the alleyway is tense and silent. Tagore keeps fiddling with his rifle. Malik clutches the housetop close to his chest. Any moment, and you're expecting the power to cut off and the gunfire to start. Finally, the door to the alleyway swings open and you walk into the moonlight again.
Good, you're ready. We need to get going.
Hey, you need to talk to her.
We can talk on the way over. Right now, you get in the van.
Let's see here. This is my last message, but I'm still out there. Never stop fighting, never let them win, never lose hope you're not alone. Snake bites isn't permanently deactivated by the user. Interesting. Unlike Mio, profile not found. You jump into the back van, cramped in the space which Tagore, Polya, and what appears to be every piece of gear that you carry in times that you and Malik were working on the computer systems. Which, I feel like this is probably a good saving point. So, I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. May the stars forever guide your path, wherever they might lead you into future. Goodbye, everybody.